Good evening. It is Monday. It's just past 8 o'clock. We're a little bit late. That is completely my fault. I would own it, but I'm going to blame Ryan because he's not here to defend himself. So that's how I'm going to weasel my way out of this one.
How could you go from completely blaming yourself and then blaming Ryan? You take accountability and then you pass it on.
Easy. That's the first rule of management, isn't it? Delegation. So
that's true.
I'm going to delegate my tardiness on Ryan. So there we go. Sorry, Ryan. Didn't mean to. Anyway, Uncensored. It is just gone 8 o'clock. People will see we have got two very special guests of us this evening, and they are here to talk about a very specific thing that we will also be talking about a little bit later on. Their chat names down the bottom will probably give some of what we're going to be talking about away. But before we get to who is in the chat, let us jump through and introduce the panel this evening. We've got Mr. Triangle Face Tim.
Hello, good evening.
We've got Mr. Blunners.
Hello, I've gifted a membership and it has gone to the one and only Mr. David Newland Music. So,
yay!
Month membership on me, mate.
Also, the what's the word? The person who did the music. What's the term you give someone who made the music?
You've made that disappear from my mind as well.
What is it called? Orchestrator.
Composer?
Thank you. He's the composer.
There you go.
Composer of tonight's intro. Sorry, I completely butchered that, but thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Cheers, Tim.
Right.
Onward.
Now.
And our two guests this evening are Mr. James Jarvis from It's Much More, and also co-creator of Knots VGE. And we have also got Mr. Alex, aka the Sega Guru, also co-creator, the other co-creator of Knots VGE.
Thanks for having us.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. We've got lots of stuff to talk about in terms of Knots VGE and some other bits and bobs going on. So let's have a quick run through of who is in the chat. We have got Mr. Archive Gig. Welcome this evening. You are very welcome. From Nevada, did that say?
Yeah.
From Nevada. How are we doing? Excellent. Greetings from Portsmouth, where I am anyway. Vernon Couchman, good evening. It's wonderful to see you, Mr. Vernon. Who else have we got? Mr. Colin Brown. Good evening, Colin. I hope you are keeping good. Mike Holton returning. Hello. Mr. Rob Taylor, the man, the legend. Andy Davidson. Good evening, Mr. Andy. I hope you are well. Mag is here. I hope you are keeping good, Mr. Mag. Mr. Dave Newland. Enjoy your next month's free membership.
Yeah.
Mr. Ryan, howdy doody. I hope you are well. Ryan was going to be joining this evening. If people remember on the last stream, he said if Saints won and he was on the road to Wembley, he would be on the stream this evening. But yeah,
he had a trouser accident, right?
Well, I was going to say, because I've blamed him for me. I wouldn't to say anything, but if you're going to go with the trouser accident, let's run with trouser accident.
Yeah,
trouser
accident. Mr. Lamney Pie, good evening. I hope you are keeping yourself well as well. We've got a very full chat this evening, so welcome everybody. You are all very, very welcome. So what we tend to normally start with on this Uncensored, just to get everybody chatting away, is what have you been playing and any latest news? Is that not right? That is not right. I'm not in the right thing. Honestly. Ryan's totally ballsed this up, hasn't he? He's totally ballsed this up for me. Damn it, Ryan. Anyway, what are you playing? Half of it was right. Half of it was right. What are you playing? Yeah, wow. Shocking behaviour. Yes. So, Tim, what are you playing at the moment? What have you been playing?
I'm really sorry. I'm going to be super boring because I've not played anything else since we last talked. So all I've been playing is that I can't pronounce the first bit. Ayuden Chronicles 100 Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you pronounce the first bit? So I'm playing that. I think I've just been playing that, to be honest. I don't know if I played anything else. I might have picked up Indie Heroes 3 on the Evercade occasionally for a few moments. I had a couple of rounds of Donut Dodo. But other than that, I've just been playing Ayuden Chronicles. I did have a little dabble. Can't even remember what I played, but I jumped onto Antstream Arcade the other day and just jumped on a handful of games because I've not been on that for a while, and it is a very good platform. There's some cool stuff on there.
Excellent.
Yeah, been playing a bit of that.
So still on the Chronicles?
Still on the Chronicles. I've not really got very far, if I'm being honest. I've not played a huge amount of stuff recently because I've been busy doing other things. But I have been working on my Game Boy game a little bit, so I did
You
post
have.
a short showing a little preview of what's happened so far. So I'm going to try and crack on with that and make some progress. But the more progress I make on that, the less gaming I'll actually do. So I'll try and find the right balance.
Excellent. Mr. Blunners, what have you been playing at the moment?
So yeah, I'm still playing Super Mario RPG on Switch. Really annoyed I didn't play this earlier. Actually, really enjoyable, loving it. It's like it's really good. Dorbs and that won't like it because it's turn based, but no, I'm really enjoying that. And also,
can you skip cutscenes though?
Yeah, you can on this one.
Yeah, there you go.
On the original.
He might like it a bit then. You never know.
Yeah, and then also after our last stream and Ollie showed off South Park, I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to get that, so I just went on Amazon and I got it for £18 brand new. So
good shout.
Yeah, and so me and my son were playing that for a bit. Really enjoyed it. Not what I thought it was going to be. So from what I thought it was just going to be an online, like one of these, like all against all, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? So it's not what I thought at all.
Okay. Pleasantly surprised then.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, yeah. I was. That's what I was ready for. But yeah, love it. More South Park. Like funny as hell. Cracks you up on it. So good.
Yeah.
So yeah. What else have I been playing? I played. What was that game that you guys played the other day? The one I played on Steam Deck. The buggies. What was it called?
Okay, the racing one.
Racing one. Yeah.
Hyper
racing game.
We kept
Victory Heat Rally.
WSD.
That's it.
Victory Heat Rally.
Victory Heat Rally. Yeah.
So played that on Steam Deck. I've got the demo of it, so you can. I don't know if you can do this on everything, but you can. As soon as you start it up, you then like map all the buttons to how you want it to play, and obviously you're having to skid around corners constantly, get your boost. So yeah, so played a bit of that. Really enjoyed it, but was starting to get a bit repetitive, and then you have to come first on a lot of it. So if you scrape in second, no, not good enough, mate. Start again. Yeah. So yeah, a couple of times I was like, fuck. So you're having to then right, where's the parts on this game that I can actually get a decent like skid on to get enough power up to be able to really. So some of them I was only doing 3, but because they were 3 really decent skids, it was always making me like boost and like was pushing me right up the grid. So yeah, so once you work it out, it's quite enjoyable. Quite enjoyed it. So yeah, and so yeah, that's really what I've been playing.
Yeah, I really love that game. I can't wait to be able to play the whole thing because I really, really enjoyed that one. Mr. Steve B, thank you very much for joining and becoming a member. I don't think we have any perks at the moment other than our shiny faces and us telling you how much we love you.
Yeah, every single comment is highlighted.
Yeah, it's highlight comments. Yeah, you get starred comment if you're a member.
So yeah, it's in there.
We're working on it. We're working on something for when people become members. So at the moment, just take this IOU something cool, and we will figure something out. Let's go to Mr. Alex. What are you playing at the moment, my good friend?
Quite a mix of things, to be fair. So I've been playing back through Resident Evil 2, the remake, because it's really good. It's amazing. Also started going back through the Wii catalog. You probably think, why am I, of all people, playing Nintendo? But yeah, started going through the Wii catalog, and it's, you probably can't see it, but it's starting to come along. I just bought what did I buy? Oh, the Monster Hunter 3 Deluxe Edition, which comes with their controller and everything.
Yeah, nice.
Good game.
But to be fair, prices are starting to go up on Wii stuff now. So I'm kind of getting the ones that I feel I probably want to play, right?
It felt for ages, Wii games just never came down in price. Like for ages. It only feels like recently they even became cheaper.
Yeah, but I think we're starting to see it kind of go a bit like this again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and we what else did we get the other day? Oh, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Been watching Amy play through that.
That's so good.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I've never seen either of them. So for me, this is all new. What else have I been playing?
Don't play that Hangover. So I was playing a Hangover once, and because you're running upside down and jumping upside down, it was doing that. I was doing my head in.
That could get quite confusing.
Yeah,
I got the Mario 3D All Stars on the Switch when that came out, and I mostly got it to replay Mario 64 because of how good Mario 64 is. But going back and playing Mario Galaxy again, I think I didn't appreciate how good that game was. Like, it is actually right up there. I think I would say it's on almost as good as Mario 64, if not on par with it.
I would agree.
But yeah, I mean, apart from that, obviously it's the plethora of new games coming to old hardware, aka Mega Drive and Dreamcast.
Yep.
But I probably can't talk about all of those, so we'll stop there.
Excellent. That's a good selection of games, though. Excellent. Yeah. Mr. James, what have you been playing lately?
Right. Well, I've been playing Donut Dodo on the Evercade. Seem to take that with me everywhere I go on my travels. It's just because it's a fun little game. I think that's getting physical releases on other media as well. Been playing Beatles Rock Band on the 360 at my events. So and also found out that there's a custom mod to get their latest / last ever single in the game. So now and then in the Beatles Rock Band. It's actually quite good because people have customized it. I've been playing Plate Up on Xbox One. So with my family, it's kind of like your little chefs, and you have to. One of you's got to. Well, you don't have to do this, but we had it as I was the pot wash and the taking out the rubbish, whilst others were doing the cooking, the preparing, and laying the tables for all these guests that come in. So that's a pretty decent game. So yeah, I've been playing those three. Really. Well, I say playing. I've not really been playing much. The Donut Dodo is on the travels. The Rock Band is whilst I'm at events when I got a bit of free time. And the other one was when I was seeing my family. So I haven't actually been playing anything really properly. Like I sit down and actually enjoy playing these games. It's just a case of when I get a chance to play some games.
Nice. The chef game, is that sort of a bit like Overcooked? Because I've played that on PlayStation with my daughter, and we end up screaming at each other about half an hour into it.
It might be. I mean, it's a top down, and you're kind of like what's that game where? Kind of like not Fallout, not what's the go with the little characters where you're all rushing to do the mini game. Fall Guy. Fall Guys. But so it's kind of like a top-down version of that. So your little chefs, and you got your little kind of like Sims look down on it, and you've got your little compartments to do things. So there's like a recipe that you've got to do. So you've got to make lasagna or something, and you've got to get an upgraded sink because it makes you wash up more pots at once. So it's a pretty decent game. So it's quite fun, but it's I think it's on Game Pass, so if people have Xbox, I'm sure it's on other platforms as well. Nice.
Excellent. It won't surprise anyone that I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth like a crack addict. I think I'm about to breach the 70-hour mark, which is not a lot of time considering how long the game's been out, but considering how much shite has been going on at the moment, the fact that I've managed to spend 20 minutes on it would be great. But yeah, I just literally can't get enough of that game. I've done most of the bits in the Golden Saucer now. I know there's other parts are going to open up when I hit like chapter 12. So yeah, at the moment, I think I've done everything I can in there. Picked up some games. Game are having a sale at the moment on their pre-owned stuff. So if you want half price games in pre-owned in game, now's the time to get it. So I think all of this lot cost me £5 in total. So something I've been wanting to pick up for ages, just Tormented Souls on the PS5. Yeah. There is a PS4 version of that as well. It's meant to be like classic sort of Resident Evil survival horror type stuff with fixed camera angles and whatnot. So I'm all into that. Speaking of Resident Evil, Revelations on the PS4, just because it's a great game. I'd like to not have to play it on the 3DS, even though it's pretty good on that.
Do you prefer that one or the second one?
I haven't played the second one, so I couldn't tell you.
Ooh.
Couldn't tell you.
Interesting.
I'll let you know once I've played that and picked up the second one. And then we'll see what's what with that. And then this one, I really do kick myself for not playing this, but I got this for £1 in their sale. So Gears 5. There we go. I can now finish the Gears story. Yeah, £1. It was like £2.30 second hand or something. So it just came up as £1.
I think I've played Gears 5. I think it's like got a really short campaign now. I can remember being I was quite disappointed by it. Which is a shame because I loved the first one.
Not for £1.
Yeah, can't knock it for £1, I suppose.
Yeah,
hang on, that was £5 for everything you just said there.
15.
15.
I thought you said 5.
No, 15.
Yeah, I was going to say
15 in total.
Where was that game?
Game Yeah,
I
all
think I
their
might be going down.
well, they're
They got a
chuffing
new,
off their because they're not doing trade-ins anymore, so they're getting rid of all of their second-hand gear.
Oh, right.
And just to get shot of it quicker, they've just half-priced everything.
Is
So,
this a Sports Direct
see.
one, though? Or is it?
it should be all games.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually any games near me now that aren't in Sports Direct.
Yeah.
They're on the back of Sports Direct, aren't they?
Other than Fareham, where I live, they've got a still standalone game store.
Oh yeah.
Sure. I really like there being a game shop, and I used to remember always going into game and like doing pre-orders and things like that. And I hope they do manage to keep them going. But I am part of the problem because I haven't spent any money in game for years because I just pay for like Game Pass and things like that and download things. I haven't been going into games and buying stuff. But
you son of a bitch!
Yeah. So I don't see it go. I don't see it go, but I can confess that I've not really spent any money in game. If I go out buying physical games, I'm normally buying them from CEX or something.
Dude.
So, yeah.
I even pay for Game Elite. I've had so many games technically for free.
You got the card still?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
the gold.
I remember I had originally an Electronic Boutique card.
Yeah.
When game bought out Electronic Boutique, my Electronic Boutique card got changed into a game card. But I kept my points.
Tim, did you have an MVC card?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It was MVC.
Oh, what's MVC? You used to save £1 on a purchase of £44 game. So
what a bargain!
I know, £1. It cost you £5 to get the card.
No. Oh, right, okay.
Now,
after 5 purchases of £45, you've made your money back.
Just before we dive on to any other topic, another card I seem to remember, the first card I seem to remember having was a Sam Goody card. Did anyone else have a Sam Goody?
Sam Goody
in their area?
What the hell is that?
Never heard of it.
It's very American. It came over before Tower Records did, and it didn't last very long because our price was still like the big cheese for music and stuff over here. Our price in HMV.
Rumbelows.
So yeah, Sam Goody. There we are. For anyone in the chat that remembers Sam
I think
Goody.
I found it. I've just Googled it because I wanted to look at this to see what it is.
Have we got a Sam Goody card?
That's when having a Blockbuster card and renting games from Blockbuster.
Is this it here?
Yeah. Sam Goodies?
No, that's the gift card. That's the gift.
The logo looks familiar.
That logo looks like GameSpy logo. That G.
It does a little, actually. Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you guys because I mentioned like Blockbuster and renting games, and we're on a stream. I can't remember which stream it was we were doing, but someone mentioned getting games from their library. Did you guys ever have games in your local library?
Yes.
I've never seen games in a library. Like I would have been all over that when I was younger and I couldn't afford to buy games, getting to the library and getting them, but wasn't an option.
Would have gotten you into the library. Look at that.
Would have done.
Yeah. We used to get DVDs and stuff from the librry because it was a lot cheaper than most video stores and all that.
John, this is a bit off topic, but I keep seeing these things online where people post about local library boxes that people make. So they'll put like a thing at the end of the library and they'll just put books in it and stuff. And they'll have like something like take a book, leave a book kind of thing. And then some people put like DVD things on there. So, that's quite a cool idea. I could put like a little thing at the front of my driveway, which would like put a bunch of DVDs in there from CEX, like, take a DVD, leave a DVD. And then I thought, actually, what if people just leave 18 and R-rated movies in there, and then teenagers get hold of them? It's like, don't really want to be accountable for that, so not going to get involved. But it's a nice idea. But
amazing.
Do something like that, you could get spoiled. But anyway,
right. Let's get into the crux of the first part before we get on to Blunners with his various quizzes, where he just tends to school us with very difficult challenges. Have we won one yet?
Yeah,
I think we've got one.
Did we win one last time?
We could do RGR versus guests tonight.
We could. That's 2 versus 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the sound of this. Before we do into that, though, let's talk about a rather splendid event that is coming up. It is the 21st and 22nd of July. He says confident.
Incorrect.
20th and 21st?
Correct. There it is.
There we go. I had the right stuff.
Close.
The day over. 20th and 21st of July this year in Nottingham. It's going to be not VGE. This was a great event last year. It was really popular. There was a lot of cool shit going down last year. And this year, it's coming back with a vengeance for 2 days. So, chaps, who would like to kick off with some information on Knots VGE for everyone that is watching?
Yeah, so obviously we're going back to 2 days. Obviously, the whole, when we started back in December 2022. Now I think it was. Yeah, it was. We did the 2-day event in our first original venue, which was quite a small venue, but it was our starting point, right? But then obviously we sold that out, and we're like, okay, we now need to already go to a bigger venue. So we went to the Belgrave Rooms last summer, just for the 1 day. And again, I think we did quite well. We sold that out as well. So we were like, right, okay, we probably need to do 2 days now. And to be fair, we had a lot of feedback that said we'd like to see 2 days. And obviously with that means we can pack the event as much as we have. I mean, to be fair, it's bursting at the seams this time. Feeling like maybe we need to go to an even bigger venue next time. But hey, who knows? But yeah, loads and loads of game traders. We got tons of game traders. We got obviously people like Saw Fun coming back, like Retro Mobile Games Exchange. We've got even more like Retro Mania games and everything else. So we got tons and tons there. Tons of awesome talks. So obviously on the Saturday, we got Simon Phipps on both days, aka from Core Design and Rebellion. So he's there Saturday and Sunday. The Gebs is going to be with us again, which is great. We've also got Tony Warrener from obviously Broken Sword, Beneath the Steel Sky, games like that. The Oliver Twins, I know you guys have interviewed them before. So, and to be fair, we're massive fans of the Oliver Twins. They kind of got us me and James into gaming, really. And yeah, then obviously on the Sunday, we got Graham Norgate, who's going to be talking about GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, and everything like that. Time Splitters, as well as Ross Tregenza. They're going to be coming together to do that talk. That's Sunday only. So obviously, a shout out to everyone. If everyone who's got tickets so far, get both days. You can get weekended tickets really, really cheap. If you already got a Saturday ticket and you want Sunday, the Sunday tickets at the moment, they're all 30% off the Sunday tickets just for this month only. It's like a bank holiday month-long discount.
Yep.
Nintendo Nottingham, Christ, back again, which is great to have them doing the 2 tournaments. Saturday is Super Smash Brothers. If you're a Mario Kart fan, it's the Sunday. Because that's one thing that people get asking. They're a bit confused what days are the tournaments all happening. The website's got a full schedule now. We've got Derby Computer Museum back with all of their different systems and computers from all the ages. Antstream. We're even sponsored this time by 2 different people. So Bitmap Books we're sponsored by, and also Parallel Universe. So really appreciative to have them, because obviously it helps us, because it's going to do days. It means the venue's even more expensive. We don't really make anything doing these. We just enjoy doing them. So yeah, really helps, and we're thankful for that. But yeah, obviously Debug, the indie game room, which is kind of an indie game area this time, and I think we've got 10 or 11 games that are going to be showcased in the area. Nice, which is great. Yeah, it's really good to partner with them. Obviously, Dan and the team. So yeah, taking up all that area as well. I think that's pretty much everything, unless you can think of anything else, James.
Well, no, you've pretty much covered it. I mean, across both days, there's 2 different things happening. So if there's a set trader or a set game or whatever you want to see or do, you just check out the schedule, and then you can decide what tickets you want to purchase. But as Alex mentioned, there's different guests, there's different gaming across the 2 days. So there's weekender tickets if you want to do both, or if there's a set person you want to talk to or listen to, then that's going to be on that set day. So check out the schedule. And one thing that we're very different to other events as well, we don't charge people to have their items signed. So if you've got the Evercade cart, just saying you want the Oliver Twins to sign it, then they're going to be there. So there'll be a set table to get your signatures, their signatures on your items, and there's no additional charge for that. You just queue up, and then so that's just something that we do different to like Comic Cons and other events. You know, there's no set booths where somebody's going to be there with just random photos of themselves. You know, it's not one of those sort of things. But yes, I mean, it's exciting to go back to 2 days. Scary and exciting. It's a lot of work for us because certain traders can only do 1 day, and other traders want to do 2, but there's only 1 available. So we have to, you know, juggle around what we're going to do across those days. But we listen to feedback. So it's purely the feedback is what we go upon. Like in a Discord chat, people didn't like the floor plan. We just listened to those and totally changed it. You know, so we had it set in stone, but then we had to, you know, break that stone to remold another floor plan. So it's, you know, it's the people that come along to these events and look what they like, what they don't like. When we started this journey, we based it on what events we do and don't like, and we take the bits from those. So if people have other ideas and suggestions, we listen. You know, not like the other huge expos out there.
Yeah, I could just see in the chat there. Sorry, Mags talking about Sleepy Time Village. I know Tim got to play that at WASD. So I'm actually WASD, as we'd like to refer to it in the end as. So I'm actually very excited that that's coming because I didn't get a chance to play that. So yeah, I'm dead excited that that's going to be there.
I was also
that whole little...
Go on. I thought you finished. Go on.
I was going to say the indie area is a sort of new little addition as well, because there were some indie developers and people there last year. They were sort of mixed around with the traders, which was really cool. Sort of a sudden you're walking past a trader and you're like, oh, that's not a trader. Hello, how are you? And sort of talk about the game. But to have like a little area for them is really cool. I'm really excited for that.
Awesome.
All I was going to say, I was going to chuck in there the tag that we've got up, also the 15% off with RGR.
Yes, so that's on top of the 30% off. So if you are thinking of going this Sunday, you can get 45% off those tickets.
That is true.
45%. I mean,
we must be mad.
You must be mad. That is basically half.
It's crazy.
That is basically half. And if you don't have a ticket now, then what the bloody hell are you doing? Just get yourself a ticket. Get it sorted.
And of course, we're going to be there. So myself and Ollie are going to be at the event, so you can come and say hi to us as well. And that's worth the price of admission alone, I would say.
And you're there for both days, aren't you? You're there for both days.
Yeah,
we are going to be there for both days. Me and Tim are going to be shacking up somewhere like we did for WASD. I'm sure we'll find some funny little B&B that will take us in again, and they'll be selling us again a room with 2 beds, and we'll turn up and it's 2 single beds pushed together, and no room to split the beds.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Pushed together.
Yeah, so I don't know why you're bringing this up alive, Ollie, but I did checked for an Airbnb. It was classed as having 2 beds.
I think I'll come up for the one day.
And it turns out it had pictures as well. Had a picture of one bed and I had a picture of a bigger bed. It turns out it was the same bed, but one picture was with the second part pushed in, and the other picture was with it pulled out. So it was actually just like a dual bed, which we found out when we got there. So
top and tailing.
No top and tails. I just had to reiterate to Tim that I am a spooner. I spooned him at some point.
Ooh.
He just had to either smile or wake me up.
Oh dear.
How do we not hear?
Well,
but it was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Obviously, Ollie thought the best time to tell you was when we're live. Talk about it. So yeah. So perhaps we'll do a bit more research.
Anything could happen.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
So we will do a little bit more checks on the Airbnb this time in Nottingham. So.
I don't mind. The more, the better. Everybody bundle in a room. It'll all work out.
So
excellent.
What are you guys most looking forward to in the event itself?
For me, to be fair, this is going to sound a bit soppy, really, but I just like seeing everyone enjoying what we've created. I mean, Christ, we never thought a couple years ago, out of literally just a Skype call, you know, we were just chatting as we do. We were like, maybe we should just do an event. And it's just seeing everyone enjoying it. But I mean, you know, if we're going to be specific to this one exactly, then I think it's probably just the lineup of guests. I mean, you know, Tony Warrener, you know, Ross Graham, Oliver Twins for crying out loud, Simon Phipps. Oh, I forgot there's another developer as well called Stuart DeVille, he he's an indie game. He owns an indie game studio called Fribbly Games, so he's going to be doing a talk, and he's actually inviting a lot of his industry friends. So to see kind of from their perspective as an indie game studio, kind of the do's and don'ts. You guys are obviously hosting essentially the stage, so because obviously we're going to be doing a beat the gamer type thing, I believe. But obviously you guys would need to talk about that because if you want, go for it.
So we're throwing some ideas around.
Yeah.
So this is an in development idea. So this is something that we're still ironing the kinks out of. But we are thinking of doing something similar to how people used to be challenged on Games Master. We will have somebody that will come up to start the challenge, which will be one of the guests.
Yeah.
They will have a chat about the game that they're looking to play, whether that's, I think, as we've said before, something like, beat Super Mario Brothers, the first level in the fastest time, something like that. They will then lay down the challenge. They will set the bar, and then they will join myself and Tim as people then come up to try and beat that score. And we will commentate over the top of it in our best Dominic Diamond and Dave Perry voices that we can do.
One of us have to don a bandana for that, I think.
I think you should. I think you should.
I wasn't
in tribute
volunteering.
to Dave Perry. In tribute to Dave Perry, we need to wear a bandana. So that's kind of what we're running with at the start. It may sort of change here and there, but ultimately I think the main idea will be to have somebody set a challenge and then people come up and try and beat it. And every time somebody beats it, we might come up with something really silly that they can have, and then there will be an ultimate champion at the end of the day, or at the end of the session.
Cool.
Yeah, still working on it, but we will have something pretty solid for you probably by the time we go on.
I hope so.
Yeah, we should do, shouldn't we?
That sounds really good. One thing I forgot to actually mention is we're obviously partnering with the charity Get Well Gamers again. Good charity. But they're bringing back their awesome raffle across 2 days. So obviously last year it was a modded Game Boy Color. So it was a backlit and everything, as well as a bundle of boxed games. This year, obviously we can't say what it is yet, but I've heard about one of the prizes and wow.
Okay.
Very, very awesome. I think we don't know the second one yet, do we, James?
Not yet, not just yet, but the first prize for, I think that's going to be the Sunday prize, is incredible. So it's kind of the ones where you'd want to put those CEX vouchers to good use.
And to be fair, this is it's got to be one of the best prizes so far, and you have to be there, by the way, to actually win this. So you have to be at the event. You can't just somehow buy a ticket some other way. You have to be there.
Yeah, and if you're not there when it's drawn, it gets redrawn.
Oof. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, because they can't take the prize home. They're a charity; they don't want to wait around. And how are we going to give it to you otherwise? So if you're not there, if you bug it off, it's your loss.
Yeah.
Default someone else, I guess. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Go
on, Tim. No, you're all good, buddy.
I was just asked about the Super Smash Brothers tournament and Mario. Where is that taking place? And will our hosting duties prevent us from taking part, or can I sneak off and play some Smash Brothers and rush back to the stage?
So, do you want me to take this one, Alex?
Yeah, you go for it, mate. Yeah.
Fantastic, thank you. Yes, so both the Nintendo tournament days happen throughout the whole day. So if you're doing the Mario Kart on the Sunday or the Smash Brothers on the Saturday, because you was amazing at OLL, wasn't you, Tim, at Smash Brothers?
I was not, no.
Oh yeah, sorry, yes.
He's been practicing venomously.
Thank you for misremembering. Now, the reason I'm asking
to join this one,
is because there's a difference between casual good and good. And I've since learned this. And the people that play Super Smash Brothers in that OLL community were good. And I'm in casual good. So if the people going to Knots VG are more casual good, I might actually stand a chance.
Okay.
But,
I think Kart as well, hasn't he?
Well, yeah. I mean, on the Sunday there's Mario Kart Deluxe, 8 Deluxe or whatever it's called on the Switch. But yeah, there's the Smash Brothers Ultimate. So on the Saturday, takes place throughout the whole day. So if you go and see the Nintendo Nottingham guys in the main hall area, so near where the stage was last time, they'll have an area set up there. So I don't know how Smash Brothers works. I've only ever played the N64 version, but it's, I gather they're going to choose the best 4 fighters to go to the tournament. The tournament will take place in the Talks Lounge, so that's where the tournaments will happen and where the talks will happen. So you'll be saying the announcements like at 4 o'clock, make your way to the talk room, and then from there, there's nothing to be said after 4 o'clock. So if you've made it through to the actual finals, then everyone from 4 o'clock will be ushered, so to speak. I was going to do a yeah joke, but I couldn't do it because Usher, that's the song reference, would move into the Talks Lounge.
Excellent. So Tim, you can take part.
We'll see. Yeah.
Have it. He's going to be. He's been practicing venomously since OLL 20.
I don't think I'll be honest. I don't think I played it since OLL 22. So,
dude,
a couple of years ago. Time flies.
Was it 22 or 23?
It was Kirby.
23, wasn't it?
23.
I did go for Kirby. Kirby was normally my go-to, but it didn't really work out. I think the people who are playing it, they know how to do different techniques that I'd never even heard of, like something dashing, like a dodge dashing or something like that, like where you can double dash down and move across.
Record it, please, next time he's on.
Yes, absolutely. It shall be recorded.
Honestly, I am quite good at Smash Brothers, but I am good, casual good, not good. I didn't realize there was a different tier there. But no, I think Mario Kart's a great shout as well, because with Smash Brothers, there are different kind of tiers of how good people can get. And you can get like really good at that game where you know the game down to the pixel perfect like hits and stuff. Whereas like Mario Kart, you can get really good at Mario Kart, but there's only so good you can be within the confines of the game, if that makes sense. I think Mario Kart kind of opens it up to more people. Whereas with Super Smash Brothers, if you get anyone there that's an expert, they're going to destroy everyone. So we'll see how people fare against that. So hopefully it's a more casual tournament, and then people will be.
I think the Norfolk one had a huge Nintendo Smash Brothers fan base in that cafe up there. So those guys went along to OLL, but I don't know if there is one here in Nottingham. But there is a huge Nintendo Nottingham fan base, and whether they're better at Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, we'll have to see. So you could reign victorious.
Yeah, you never know.
I think it's highly unlikely that either of us, because I certainly won't be taking part in the Smash Bros tournament because I can barely beat anybody on there. Mario Kart, I will give a bloody good go because I do love me some Mario Kart, especially Mario Kart 8, which just is like the GTA 5 of the Nintendo world.
I don't know what it is, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is my worst Mario Kart game. Like I'm not good at that. I'm really good. I not that I don't like it, as in I am how good I am at it. I played a lot of Mario Kart Wii. I got really good at Mario Kart Wii, and when we had like the online stuff, I was like going up the ranks and stuff and being the top tier ranking. But in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I don't consistently come in first like I used to. I don't know whether the game's different or I'm just not as good as I used to be. I don't know, but I'm not as consistently good on Mario Kart 8.
Getting old.
Is this against people? Is this against people? Is this like?
Just playing against the computer, trying to get all the gold and stuff. I'm still trying to get
150 cc,
and trying to get the 200 cc as well. So I'm doing like the mirror one at the moment.
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
It's just a bit harder, I think, or I'm just not as good as I used to be at Mario Kart. So one or the other.
There you go. There you go.
Sign them up.
There's a comment there about Mario Party. You mentioned Mario Party. Yeah. Joe, I've never been a huge Mario Party fan. I don't know what you guys think if you've played it much, but I've played Mario Party recently just with my kids to kind of like play some little mini games on there. And Mario Party is bullshit. Because you can play the game. I'm sorry. You play the game and you get the most coins, and then the game goes, "Oh, let's randomly give a star to player 4." And you're like, why? Yeah, and then you go, "Hey, let's swap the coins between the person in the lead and the person at the back." You're like, why? Fuck you.
Bearing in mind, he's playing this with his kids.
Yeah, family. I play with like my brother and my dad and stuff. We play Mario Party, and it's like, but it's completely random. Like, what's the point of the game? You get to the end, it goes, okay, you played the most games, you got the most coins, you did best at the game. We're just going to randomly give the trophy to some other player. That's basically how it works. in my opinion. So sorry, had to get that. That triggered me when I saw Mario Party in the comments. I'm like,
Box art quote from Triangle Face.
Absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't like playing it. It's a bit of fun. It's a laugh. It's a bit of a laugh. But if you are having a serious competition, pick a different game because that is utter bullshit.
Okay, we'll bear that in mind.
I am good at that.
There's a little part of me that just has visions of you playing it with your kids, like Competitive Dad on the Far Show.
Getting really angry. Yeah.
Did anyone else used to watch the Far Show?
Yeah.
And he had, like,
Yeah.
And he
We did have a bit.
Annihilate his kids on all the different things. Like he teaches them to play cricket, and he just refuses to let them bowl overarm. No underarm, Timmy.
No.
And
he
just
make him move.
Just pelts the ball miles away. That's 30 of the Queen's runs, Toby. Yeah, I can just imagine that being. Imagine that going for you.
Mario Party.
Oh, dude.
I'm in the lead. It's all getting taken off him.
Man.
That's awesome. Love it. Mario Party. That's bullshit. Straight on the Mario Party 13 box art.
Yeah.
Love it.
Right. Anyway, we can move on now from Mario.
Move on from Mario Kart.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I could use this. What's a popular game everyone seems to love? You don't like Mario Party. There we go.
That was moving swiftly on to the next topic of what's a really popular game that everyone seems to like that you don't like. Tim.
I won't actually say Mario Party, but I'll say FIFA. You know my history of FIFA. I'm not a fan of FIFA games, so not quick and easy that one.
Yep, I can run with that. That's not a terrible shout. You've taken the shout that I probably would have run with. So I'll have to think of something else by the time this gets to me. Let's switch things up. Mr. Jarvis, is there a particular game that is very popular that everyone seems to love that you just cannot get on with?
I think it's Mario Party. No, it's for me it's Fortnite because I'm just not bothered to get on that train. I'd just much rather not. It might be an amazing game, but whenever I've seen it, I've just seen somebody creating ladders up in the air, and I'm like, "What is going on? Is that Fortnite?" I mean, I don't know. It's like, what is going on here? And everyone's dressed in like pink or like blue outfits. I'm like, what is going on? What is this game? Is it a first-person shooter? Is it a building craft game? Is it all of those? Is it Call of Duty ripoff?
It's a battle royale.
Yeah. And then I gather you have to buy things as well, like real money and stuff. I don't know. I'm not into all that sort of stuff. I'm an old school gamer. You know, I don't do none of this. You know, I don't know. It's just I've just not actually ever played it. I mean, I might love it, but I just don't want to get. It's like I'm not with films as well. I don't jump on no hypes as well. I try to stay well clear. But yeah, it might be amazing. I'm not even going to download it or whatever the people do nowadays with computer games. I don't know.
Fortnite. There we go. That is a fair point. That's a good, compelling argument for not being a fan of Fortnite.
To be honest, I think whenever we talk about like retro versus modern games, I think we tend to pick on Fortnite a bit as an example of why we don't like the modern games like format of how it's like, you know, it's a free to play, but you spend money on, you know, perks and stuff in the game. That's the modern gaming model, isn't it? And I think that's just an example of
my son is like mad on it. So it's the point where he buys the battle passes, which is £7 or £8 each time the season goes. Which, to be fair, the amount he's put into it, £7 every like 3 months isn't that bad. But the thing is, all you're getting is like these stupid emotes, dance moves, a skin that they can only wear one at a time, so it can be anything completely random. And then it's just the same game. I don't understand how he plays. Like, do you know what I mean? He's completed like Breath of the Wild and that, and then he's now just hooked on this thing, which he's been playing all the time, constantly. So it's a bit odd. I just don't. As he's saying, as a game you download for free to get you hooked into it, like this new age that they do, obviously don't get it. Get it.
Well, Blunners, let's keep that train moving with you. What is a game that you like that everyone else doesn't seem to like?
So I'm going to go old school on mine because I remember getting this and I couldn't understand what was the fuss. And it's a bit controversial. And it's Metal Gear Solid. Really.
Oh.
Wow.
So I remember when it came out, I just thought it was shit.
That's the end of the stream. See you later.
I couldn't get on it. I could not get on with it.
He's gone.
So controversial one for me was Metal Gear Solid. I don't mind it now, but at the time when I first played it, I did think I just couldn't get on with it at all. I don't know why.
Did you play any of the Metal Gear games before?
No, it was completely fresh. Everyone was on about it. Everyone was on about like Metal Gear. So, as I said earlier, before, my brother worked at Blockbuster, so all of my games were how could we say backups. So
Yeah, just say it as it is. Yeah.
I just remember getting stuck on that bit where they say, the number for Meryl's on the back of the CD case, and there's a disc in your inventory. I was trying to how can you look at the disc in your inventory? I realize it's actually on the back of the case, isn't it? The actual game box has got a screenshot of you talking to Meryl, and that's how you get the number. So that was like quite a clever little. There's quite a lot of nice little Easter eggs and stuff in that game. I
don't mind it now. I haven't gone back and replayed it, but obviously I must not have been at a right age. I understood it. I thought, what the fuck is? I can't get it.
I remember it being really hard when I played it when I was a kid when it first came out. I went back and played it years later and just sailed through. So I think probably there's quite a steep learning curve at the time because it's one of the first proper good espionage games. And there was lots of good bits in that.
Mr. Alex, popular game that you're not overly fond of. Do you have one?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's got to be things like Call of Duty. I mean, every time you get another Call of Duty, I just cannot be asked. What's the point? It's just the same thing over and over and over again, and it's becoming Fortnite, where you've got seasons. I mean, even Battlefield's gone that route now. It's just seasons.
Weird.
And it's just I feel like now most games are really being geared towards streamers, not actual. I don't want to blanket streamers and just say they're not gamers, right? But it feels like they're building these games for them, and I'm not a fan of that. And I think, I mean, there's got to be a reason AAA games aren't drawing in the crowds that they used to, and things like indie games and retro gaming are, because you can get original single-player experiences across indie and retro, and they're really enjoyable things. And a lot of the time, one-off. They're not this repeat of crap that keeps coming out. And it's over and over and over again now. And for me, that's ruining gaming. I mean, look at things like EGX and Insomnia. There's a reason they've gone the way they've gone. They're not drawing in, what they did before, because people aren't as interested anymore. And gaming it's not going in a good way at the moment in AAA. I think retro and indie flying, they really are. But AAA, I don't really ever buy any AAA titles anymore. I think the only one, I don't know if you'd even really class it as AAA, and I haven't bought it yet, is the RoboCop game, which you were on about before, Ollie. Apparently it's really good, but
really good.
But I haven't given it a chance because I just feel like I'm constantly shafted when I buy a AAA game. But yeah, Call of Duty, Battlefield, they can
say about Call of Duty. Yeah, I said this a couple of weeks back, wasn't it? Like my son, as I say, finally got his ass off Fortnite and went, "Dad, can we download the Call of Duty?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" It was like it was the gig download was ridiculous, and it was all separate as well.
Yeah.
So and I'm talking, it would these only came out like terabyte hard drives, and no joke, I think one of them was over 360 gig download just for one of these parts, and I was just like, he's like, "Yeah, can you just delete all your games and all your stuff off so I can no." See you later. When I saw it, I was like, "Nope, you ain't having it, mate. Sorry." Mad. It was crazy. About half a terabyte.
It's difficult. I think with the first party games, when they pump money into it, you generally get a good little run of games. So there's some really good AAA stuff out there, but it just, I don't know. Sometimes it's quite soulless, but every now and then somebody finds a real good golden nugget, and it's a real shame because I agree with you. I think things like Call of Duty and that kind of stuff, it's the same game. It is the same game. Sometimes the campaigns can be fun, but ultimately they put all the effort into the multiplayer, and that just doesn't interest me at all. RoboCop is cool though. I'd argue RoboCop is almost an indie game.
I guess it is, right?
Just based on the studio, but it's great fun. Shooting people in the knob. I mean, it's fantastic.
That's the first question I asked. If there's a RoboCop game, my first question is, can you shoot someone in the dick? And if you
Absolutely,
can't, then
and you get a trophy for it as well,
Yeah.
Awesome.
or an
Perfect.
achievement. It's brilliant.
Mm.
I am going to throw a curveball in here myself as well for games that are really popular that I don't like. And it's not that I don't like this game. I think I just didn't enjoy it at the time for what it was. And on reflection, it's a good game. I just don't think it's a good game within the franchise. And that is Majora's Mask.
Wowzers.
Just chucking that
Wow.
out there. So for all the Zelda
Why?
fans who
What?
are frantically telling me how wrong I am, Majora's Mask is not a good Zelda game. I think anything where you're bound by time to do things is not a good move. And everybody says they really like the melancholy vibe of it and stuff, and you're like, yeah, but Twilight Princess is just melancholy as you like, and it's a good game. There's just something about Majora's Mask that just never clicked with me. Really, I just didn't like it as much as everybody else seemed to. There's a couple of people in the chat that kind of agree, which is cool. I'm into this. I don't feel so alone anymore, because normally I'll say that and everyone's like, oh, everybody always says Ocarina of Time is one of the best games of all time. It's like, yeah, because it is. Like, it's a solid Zelda game. Like, it doesn't need any more hype than it already gets. But Majora's Mask, for me, there's just too many things in it that just ruin it as a Zelda game. Could have
Did you
been
ever finish
anything
it?
else.
Did you ever finish it?
I did, and it was fine. You know, but by the time I got into the end of it, I just remember thinking, I just want to play Ocarina of Time again, and just almost jumped straight back into that. I've always wanted to pick it up on 3DS to just sort of give it another go, because I never really played it other than the once. So I would like to play it again as an adult. I remember trading my copy in, so I don't have it anymore on the N64. The version on the 3DS is now like a 35 quid game, and I'm like, I'm not really willing to drop 35 quid on a game that I think is not good, just to see if it's not good as an adult. But
Yeah, so I finished it on 3DS, and I remember I had it on N64, and not exactly like you, didn't really get it. I was a bit annoyed about having time. I was thinking, fuck, I just want to play the game. And then it came out on 3DS. I ended up getting it because I got the special edition one, and and I replayed through it and thought it's all right. It's not, like you said, it's not as great as everyone makes out, but it wasn't too bad. But that was playing it a few years later.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm glad I'm not so alone, though. The chat has made me feel slightly validated this evening, so thank you. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. That's not that's not an uncommon shout, actually. Okay. Okay. I'm not on the fringe. I like that. I appreciate
I am looking at our remaining topics. I'm conscious of time. Do we want to pick one of the other things we were going to do to wrap up the show? What do you reckon?
We've got to go with the quiz. It's got to be the quiz.
Blunners Quiz.
Let's do it.
It's got to be the quiz, because Blunners is...
Do we have... Hang on, we've got a thing, haven't we? We're really prepared.
Do we have an intro?
Yeah, we don't have an intro. We've got the song, haven't I?
Okay.
Where is it? I did have the song. Where's it
We'll
gone?
make an intro to go with it. Where's the song?
Why is it not on here? Why is it not on Uncensored? We'll play it. I don't know. It's not. I'm gonna have to add the song, and we're live, so I'm not going to do that. So,
there is a track that Dave Newland Music has produced for us. Oh, has he found it?
No, I thought. Hang on.
No. Oh, for God's sake, Tim.
Is it?
I'm going to blame
I've
you
got
for
a
my
file here.
tardiness
This is
now.
called Recording 2, and if it's not Blunners Quiz, I don't know what I'll be playing. So
Yeah, it's probably best we don't do that.
No, just in
Play
case.
it, go on.
Could be anything. Could be anything. I might just play it on my computer to make sure it's not something weird.
Oh, boo.
Not something weird.
Why. Yeah, I don't know.
You're colouring us interested now.
Hang on, what's this? Let's play a media player. Well,
what's going on? Ryan, you could have been here. You could have been here to salvage this.
That's not it. Retro thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's not on there. That's not it. We'll have the song next time.
Blunners.
Stay tuned to Uncensored to hear the Blunners.
Why don't you sing it for us?
No, I'm not going to do that. No one wants to hear that.
Right,
Blunners.
So basically, I'll give you the year, and then you guys have got to give me what the top 10 best-selling games of that year. But you only have to get 5 of them. So shall we do RGR versus? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
I think we should. Let's give it a go.
I'll make it. I'll make it if you get 3. Yeah. 3,
Okay.
Team to 3. You have to decide who goes as the guest. We can get the Knots guys to go first.
Yes, I think that's fair.
So the year I'll be giving you is 1998. So just so you know what was out around about that time, it was the Nintendo 64. And what else was out? It was the PlayStation original.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, I'm going to say Saturn. But...
Okay.
Oh, well, nothing's sold on the Saturn. You can
exactly.
rule that
So
out.
you ain't got to worry about that one.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
I found it now.
We're miles down the line now.
What time it is? It's time for Blunners Quiz.
Yeah.
Amazing. I need to
Wait. Oh, it's doing it again. It just keeps looping. Right. Okay.
I was enjoying that.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go.
So, 1998. I've told you the platforms. Kind of hard to think about where you were, what you were doing back in 1998. You can confer between each other.
Okay. Well, 98 had the road to World Cup 98. So that would have been out the year prior, though.
I'm trying to think. Was Resident Evil 2 out then?
Well, you obviously got so N64 is still there. So Mario 64 would be quite high. Go on, then, Alex. What are you saying then for 1998?
For me, I was going to say.
I can hear him typing.
I mean, for me,
I'm just replying back to Richard Madley. So.
Yeah, I was going to say Resident Evil 2. I was going to say Half-Life, but I cannot remember if that was 1998 or whether it was 99.
Final answer. I feel like yours.
Yeah, go, Alex. Yeah, go with your gut.
So, do you say Resident Evil?
Resident Evil 2.
2, yeah. Final answer.
Yes.
You have number 6. So number 6 in 1998 was Resident Evil 2.
Good
Publisher
shout.
Capcom. So 1-0.
That is
the
a
Notts
good.
County guys.
That is
Notts County?
Sorry, Notts BGE. Sorry.
I mean, I do a lot of work in Notts County, but, you know,
Yeah, because that's why I see you there all the time. That's why.
I'm always there. All right.
Amazing.
Right. Tim, we got to figure this out.
1998. Did Final Fantasy 8 come out in 1998? 7 came out in 97. Did 8 come out the year after?
Well,
or did it come out the year after?
Depends. It depends when we're running off, because I think 97 was Japan. I think Final Fantasy 7 Europe was 98.
No, 7 came out in 97, I think. So it was 1990. No, not Final Fantasy 7 came out in 97.
Yes, in Japan. But I'm almost convinced.
Really?
Yeah, I'm almost convinced Final Fantasy 8.
Should we go with Final Fantasy 7 then?
I don't want to because I'm scared. The chat was a good shout. Half-Life came out that year. Almost convinced Half-Life came out that year. Fuck, what else came out that year? 98.
Just to confirm, I think it's America. It's not Europe.
America. Okay.
So,
let's not run with Final Fantasy 7 then.
Yeah, Games Addict said no. Final Fantasy 7 was 97. Well, if Final Fantasy 7 was 97, when did Final Fantasy 8 come out then? Do they release it once a year, or was there bigger gaps?
No, I don't think so.
Bigger gaps in there. Was Metal Gear Solid 98?
Metal Gear Solid was 98.
Let's go Metal Gear Solid. Because unlike Blunners, I think a lot of people like this game.
Right, Blunners, we're going in, locking in Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, so Metal Gear Solid. Why would you do that? It's not on the list.
Oh,
so,
what?
Is that nice?
One life.
Outrageous.
One life gone.
Outrageous.
Shocking.
Is that because it didn't come out in 98, or was that because it didn't sell well?
It's not on it.
Really?
It sold well, definitely.
Yeah. Crikey.
So,
We must be
1-0.
the wrong year.
Back to the
Dang.
Knots VG.
Okay.
guys.
Okay,
I
Alex.
make
So
it
we're
2-0.
1-0 up. Yeah, we're 1-0 up. So it's the N64, the Saturn, and the PlayStation was out, and the PC home computers are out.
Yeah.
Should we throw in an N64 game? I mean, I know Mario 64 was the launch title for them. That's obviously sold well because it's a packing title.
What about GoldenEye? When was that out?
I don't know. We should have asked the guests, shouldn't we? Yeah, that always appears through our events. We should have asked them. I don't know. GoldenEye. Did GoldenEye sell well? That was another packing title as well. But should we? N64. That was. I'm sure that was like. Wasn't that like 96, 97? And then, should you want to go Mario 64? Or is it? I don't know. The chat's saying things like Madden and stuff.
So. Yeah, I don't think so. Not Mario.
Okay. FIFA's got to be in there somehow, isn't it? FIFA 99.
Was it as big back then?
Oh, you had the Road
As
to
it
World
is
Cup
now?
98. I mean, that intro with Blur, song 2. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you choose this one because honestly,
look, so
honestly,
you're a goal up, and you're making me do a
Sorry,
blunder.
mate.
A blunder. Sorry, not blunders. A blunder. Okay, let's go with FIFA 99.
So, final answer.
I mean, I know it's a crap game, but yeah, let's go with it. Yeah.
He shoots, he misses.
Oh,
Okay, so
Okay.
it was not in the top 10. I did give you a little hint earlier. I said it was USA. So
Oh, the USA
yeah,
NTSC games. Oh, I must have not heard that. Okay.
Plus FIFA. I'm sure it's Pro Evo back then, wasn't it? 99. Can't remember.
Right.
That was
Yeah,
right.
Tim,
okay.
I'm going to go for broke here
Mhm.
because we were talking about it earlier. It's been mulling over in my head. I'm trying to remember when I first played it. I think Ocarina of Time.
Final answer.
Yeah, okay. Go for it. I've got another one, but we'll save it for the next round.
Yeah.
Let's go Ocarina of Time, yeah.
You didn't say final answer.
Okay.
Final answer.
Final answer.
So you have number 1.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda,
nice.
Ocarina of Time. So they pulled one back.
I
It's
couldn't
1-1.
remember if that was 97, 98, or 99. I thought bollocks.
Yeah. So it is 1-1.
Ah,
First to 3.
Okay, Alex, I need to redeem myself. I'm thinking the Pokemon Stadium game came out then on the N64, or Pokemon Snap, or something like that. Or even the Game Boy games, Pokemon Gold, Yellow, Silver, whatever they came out. Or that too early? I don't know.
the early ones were red, blue, and yellow, weren't they, or whatever it was?
I mean, should we
Blue and
just,
green.
Colosseum was the GameCube, I think, wasn't it? Or should we go with
I was going to say Stadium's the N64
Okay.
one.
What do you I mean, I blobbed it. So what do you want to do?
I'm going to kick myself. I think I'm going to be wrong. I still want to go back to Half-Life, but I'm just not sure.
I mean,
I'm just trying to think.
But did it
back.
sell? Because wasn't it the mods that did better for that game?
I think
Not the
Half-Life was
Counter-Strikes.
pretty pioneering at the time.
It was. But nobody apart from PC users had it.
Well, that's true. That is true.
Okay.
Go
Go for it. Go for bro.
Okay. I have a feeling it's 99 though. Okay, let's just go Half-Life.
That's our final answer.
The final answer, yes. Yeah.
So Half-Life is not on the list.
Fuck.
So still 1-1. It's now back in
God
the article.
damn it.
Sonic
I
Adventure
was
was
gonna-
99, I think, wasn't it, in the chat?
Yeah, it was.
I
Yeah.
was going to say Half-Life because that was the chat was pushing for it.
but it may very well have come out in 98, but it might not have picked up traction till like
Yeah.
99.
Right.
I don't know.
So, just trying to think what
Tim?
year. I'm looking at the chat for some suggestions, and we've got Tekken 3, which is one of my favorite games, but I don't know if it's everyone's favorite. So I kind of want to go with Tekken 3 because I did
There's-
not Spice
yeah.
World, maybe not
That-
Spice World.
I did well.
There's
Yeah,
got to be a a sports game in it, because sports games always sell
Oh,
well.
should we go with like a Madden? Because Madden normally does really well, doesn't it, in America? So should we do like Madden? They always do like the year after, don't they? So 98 would be 99. So Madden 99.
Does it do the same with FIFA? Like
I
that?
think so. Yeah, I think they call it Madden the
I
next
love
year.
it
Don't
when
they?
you two talk about sports games.
We got no freaking idea what we're talking about. I'm pretty sure it'd be
just-
called Madden 99, wouldn't it?
I'd be like Leonard on bloody
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory. I just write "Go Sports" on
Yeah,
my chest. That's the only way it could go.
Sportball.
Go Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final answer.
Blunners did
Go
say,
for it.
yeah, it's a USA thing and it does well in America. So let's go with Madden 99.
Final answer.
Yeah. Final answer.
Yeah. You have number 9, Madden
Ooh.
NFL
Yes.
1999.
Damn.
That's
It
my
is 2-1.
sport knowledge coming in handy.
Yeah.
That wealth of sports knowledge that we have.
So let's
Go on.
think about what Americans would want to buy. I mean, there's got to be a Tony Hawk's game in there somewhere, like an extreme sports game.
First
think?
Tony Hawk's. But what year was that? Was that definitely was that 98?
There must have been a PS1 Tony Hawk's game, or was it,
Oh, there was, yeah. Tony Hawk's, I think 1 and 2. Were they not both PS1?
and then someone said Tomb Raider as well. I think that's. I mean, that came out on the Saturn and the PlayStation 1.
The
and
first one was 96 or 7, wasn't it?
Okay.
So it could be.
I'll
Tomb
let
Raider.
you do this because I'm really bad at this with my years because it's been a long evening and I can't remember what happened this morning.
Let's go. Driver.
Driver
Ooh.
1. Okay.
Ooh.
On the PS1.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Did that
Oh,
sell well?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just guessing, mate. If I'm honest,
Do it. Yeah. Do it. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think roughly what was out in that time.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
It's a miss. No, not on the list.
What year was that then? Okay.
That's an early PS1 game, wasn't it, as well? I think.
That must
Graphically.
have been
Was it
99. Really?
Right, you're out, yeah.
Wow.
That was
was a good bloody game.
Oh, as long as you could get past the kind of parking lot thing
Yes.
where you had to test your skills, Christ. That was a nightmare.
Oh, Tim, I have
you've got more.
not got a clue.
I would like to go for Tekken 3 just because I've got a lot of love for Tekken 3.
I will let you take
Yeah.
Tekken 3, dude.
Yeah, let's do Tekken 3 as a punt.
Final answer.
Final answer, Tekken 3.
Nope, it's not on the list.
Wow.
Should be.
So what I'll do, I'll just say, Alex and James, you two have actually spoken already about maybe
Don't
one,
help them.
maybe two already that were on the list, and then you've gone off it. So you have been in the ballpark. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay,
Oh.
so we've mentioned a Pokemon Stadium. We've mentioned
Earlier.
Tony Hawk's. How? Okay, then I can say how
When
earlier.
you first started.
Okay. What was we saying when we first started?
You were
So at the
talking about-
minute, we've so far, Legends of
There's
Zelda.
gotta be a
Ocarina-
FIFA game in there.
Ocarina of Time has gone. Resident Evil 2 is gone, and Madden NFL 99 is gone.
I mean, NHL and NBA do well in America, and NFL, but we never mention any of them.
I've got
Alex.
mind blank if I'm honest, mate.
Okay.
Starcraft is a very good shout. I've just seen that and I'm like, Starcraft is a very good shout, but I have a feeling that was that 99? So, yeah. Oh.
Okay. So, what do you want
This
to
is
go,
tough.
with, Alex?
You pick.
Oh, great.
Go on, mate.
American audiences probably wouldn't like Pokemon too much.
Oh, I don't know. That was massive across the world, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What Stadium? The N64 versions?
I think
Who bought it?
Pokemon. At
Did anyone
the
in
time,
this chat? Did anyone in this chat buy it?
I knew
No?
people
Did
with
anyone-
it.
did anyone live buy it?
I
I've
knew
got it.
somebody that had it, yeah.
I've
Okay,
got
well,
it.
that's-
Oh,
Okay,
I
there we
got
go. Oh, F-Zero X was an amazing game, but nobody bought it. Or GX.
Mhm.
Okay. Should we go with a FIFA?
Okay.
And because I tried the World Cup, the Road to World Cup '98. Someone said FIFA '99 would have came out in '98.
It would have done, yeah.
Oh, I said FIFA '99. Didn't I? That was a miss.
It was. Yeah.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Should we just do Pokemon Stadium just for jokes?
Go for it. Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium, the first one, not the second one.
Final answer.
The final answer, yes.
Nope, it's not on the list.
Oh, my golly.
Where the hell was I in 98?
I was in probably some club somewhere. I
We've
was.
got,
Doing
we've
something.
got an opportunity.
Oh, I beg your pardon?
There we go. I couldn't say.
Woke me
Come
up
on,
now.
Ollie, and Tim, you can finish this.
Right, this is it. So, a few people in the chat have said, I like Spyro the Dragon's a good shout.
Mm-hmm.
And Tomb Raider 3.
It's not going to be Tomb Raider. I don't think
No.
it'll be a Tomb Raider. As popular as they were, I don't think it would be a best-selling game until the following year.
Oh, what year did Perfect Dark come out? Did that come out in 98? That was quite big, wasn't it? It was like the spiritual successor to GoldenEye. I don't know if it actually did that well, though, in sales.
I think it was
Did that
99.
well? No, probably in next year, yeah. So I don't know. I picked Tekken 3, and that was a bust. Oh, yeah, Gran Turismo as well was another suggestion. Don't think Dino Crisis would be in the top 10.
Rapper the Rapper. I think that was 99.
Warzone.
WWF. Okay.
Ahmed Johnson.
Warzone. Was Warzone 98?
No, it couldn't have
I
been.
can't remember.
What wrestling games? The only wrestling
It
game
was
I know.
Warzone, and then it was Attitude. But I think, because I had WWF Attitude, I think that was probably like 99. I wonder if Warzone was 97 or earlier. I don't think Warzone was 98.
The
I don't
only one I can say I've even played is WCW
Ryan says
NWO
Warzone.
Revenge. I think there were
Yeah.
two, weren't there? There was
Yeah,
Revenge
that
and
was
there
the
was something
N64
else.
ones.
And I
Now,
had the,
Ryan's put Warzone was 98, but I don't know if Warzone would be in the top 10. But it's America as well, isn't it? So wrestling's really
Yeah.
popular in America.
It was, yeah.
Attitude Era, wasn't it?
All right, what do you want to go for? I'll let you
do you
pick.
want to run with Warzone? Silent Hill's 99.
Yeah.
Do you want to run with Warzone?
Yeah, let's go WWF Warzone if you like, then.
Go for it.
Okay.
Final answer.
Final answer, yeah.
We have a winner. WWE
Yay.
Warzone was
Yes.
number 3.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
We got 1, 2, 3 of you.
That
So
game is
that was-
horrendous.
That is a win for RGR.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me quickly just read through. So, number
Yeah, go
1, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, publisher Nintendo. Number 2, GoldenEye 007,
Oh, we said that.
Rare, publisher Nintendo.
Oh, we had the guys there.
I
No,
thought it was
well, I was
earlier.
telling you.
I
I did
I
say
thought
it
it was
said it.
earlier.
Yeah.
WWF
Yeah, so
Warzone, Ingula West Probe Entertainment, Acclaim Entertainment, NFL Blitz 99 was
NFL
number
game.
4. Midway Games.
Of course.
Number
NFL
5,
Blitz.
Ollie has already said it as well. WCW NWO Revenge.
Ah, okay.
Make
Wow.
it THQ. Number 6,
Only wrestling game I owned.
Resident Evil 2, Capcom. Number 7, Banjo Kazooie, Rare,
Ah.
Nintendo.
Oh.
Number 8,
Rare.
Gran Turismo, Japan
Oh.
Studios, Sony Computer
Mhm.
Entertainment. Number 9, as you already said, Madden NFL 99. And Mr. Jarvis said it himself. Number 10, Super Mario 64.
Oh, Alex, you told me not to say that.
Sorry,
Was it
mate.
really?
You told me not
I'm
to say that.
really surprised that Mario 64 is on that list and is low down as 10. That
Well,
is
it's
mad.
because it had already been out 2 years.
Yeah, it was still
Oh,
shipping. It was still
okay.
shipping those carts.
But like,
Man.
Persona, you go,
Dang.
you said Mario 64, you said GoldenEye, you said, I was like, fucking Resident
Wow.
Evil, all in the first bit. I was like, fucking hell, this ain't
Okay.
gonna take long. You were like,
Dang.
you're right on the money.
Oh well,
Damn.
you win some, you
Yeah.
lose some, I guess.
Yeah,
But congrats, guys. Anyway,
absolutely.
We
you.
win a thumbs up.
A thumbs up.
Yeah.
that way.
Go on, Blunners, give us a thumbs up. Yeah, I live for that. Live for that shit. Chaps, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on. It's been really good fun to actually do the quiz against another team. Actually, I quite like this. I quite like having a team on. So maybe we'll have to look at doing this again in the future. We'll do a rematch.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Jesus, and didn't he lose?
Oh, yeah,
Everyone
he-
told him he was going to lose, but there we go. Sometimes people just can't listen. Go out on top. Never mind. Anyway, that's totally off topic. For anyone in the chat, please head on over to the Knots VGE website. You can get 50% off of your tickets with the code RGR. There is a sale, as Alex and James have said on already, so you could potentially get 45% off. Is that just the Sunday ticket?
Amazing.
Yes, but
Just
the
Sunday
15%,
tickets, yeah.
Yeah, the 15% works across all ticket types, but the 30%, which is already going, is purely just the Sunday tickets. So you
Yep.
could get 45% off if you use your code and on a Sunday ticket.
There we go.
Yeah.
Make sure you head on over to that website. Check out the lineup. It's fantastic. It was a superb show last year. We had a lot of fun. There's some great traders, some great guests, some real great developments this year. So this is going to be definitely one that you do not want to miss. So please do head on over. We're going to be banging on about it for at least another 2 months. So yeah, make sure you get on over and get tickets. Make sure you head on over to the various Knots VGE socials. There is a YouTube channel. Get over to there, click subscribe. Both Alex and James do stream from that channel. Keep everybody updated with all the developments as they come. There's a Facebook group. Make sure you go and join that because the updates gets posted in there. Is there an Instagram as well, or is it?
There is, yeah. There's Instagram, there's Twitter, and there's also TikTok.
Yeah, we should have done what you did. We should have put our tags next to our names of the socials we're on.
What we will do is we'll get all of the tags into the chats and in the comment sections and all of that stuff for everyone to go and follow. So please do make sure you head on over there. Also, okay, question for Alex. What is his favorite non-Dreamcast game?
Ooh.
Well,
He hasn't got one.
no, well, I have, but technically it is on the Dreamcast. It wasn't. It just never actually got released, which would be Half-Life.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it got leaked eventually, but technically it never came out. So can I class that?
So no one asked me a question, no? The whole chat, no one asked me a bloody
What's
question.
yours, James? There you go.
You got
It's Half-Life. Yeah, Half-Life as well. It's got to be Half-Life.
Half-Life.
what's this one?
It's your favorite FMV adventure of all time? Oh, yes.
What would you consider an FMV adventure game? Is that just anything which is like just?
I'd say kind of like plumbers don't wear ties, or
Would Dragon's Lair class in that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon's Lair for me then. Or
I
Road
would say
Adventure.
I don't know what the name of the game was, but it was an X-Files game that was like a point and click
Oh, yeah.
with lots of videos. So I'm going to go with the X-Files.
Yeah.
FMV. Does Rebel Assault 2 count? I seem to remember that being a lot
Monkey's
of.
Island for me. Is it point and click?
Just for Daubs' sake, I'm going to say plumbers don't wear ties.
Okay.
Well, Dave's put some examples in there, and he does include X-Files in that, so I think that's okay. He's got Phantasmagoria. He's got. Sorry, keep on clicking the thing. Phantasmagoria, Gabriel Knight, and X-Files, etc. Yeah,
Look at that.
Cool.
okay.
All over it.
Right.
So yes, make sure you head on over to various socials and YouTubes and subscribe to these chaps to keep up to date with everything Knots VGE. Also, James has the separate It's Much More channel on YouTube. Make sure you go over to subscribe to that. Al also has the Sega Guru. Do head on over to that. There's a lot of cracking Dreamcast content that comes out from there. Every time a new one pops up, you're like, that's on Dreamcast? It's just like, so yeah. Keep up to date with all the stuff that these two chaps have got coming out. If you have found us through the wonders of the YouTube algorithm and you have enjoyed what you've seen, please do consider hitting that subscribe button because that helps us out a ton. Do give us a little thumbs up if you've been here as well. That lets us know that you've stopped by and you've also enjoyed the content. But yeah, from us in, I was going to say sunny Portsmouth, but it's definitely definitely dark and cloudy. And Blunners is in Eastleigh and Tim's in Chandler's Ford. So there we go. We're all from different parts of the country. So from England, everyone, good evening, and we will see you next Monday for the Total Evercade podcast. So good evening, everyone.
Tim's hand's gone.
Bye.
My crazy hand.